Dude, look how glossy that is. This car doesn't even have 15,000 miles on it yet. That's insane. What's up, guys? So let's see, we got Impact coming up pretty soon. And so this time, well, not this time because we've never been to Impact before, but for this car show, we're bringing both F80s. So the kid and I are bringing Nardo and Yaz. And this will probably be our last big car show for the year because the week after that, we're moving him into college, which is going to be super weird. But in any case, in continuing with the theme of the car detailing stuff, I thought I would do one for the engine bay cleaning. We're going to use Nardo on this one because the engine bay is super filthy and we'll get a better before and after. I don't know if you saw the pressure washer upgrades video I did recently. I don't know, that one, it was really weird. When I was editing that one, it came, like, I feel like it came off very sales pitchy. Like I hate videos where I feel like I'm being sold something. And yeah, that certainly wasn't the case in that one because it's not like there were any affiliate links. Not like I made money if you bought any of that crap, but I don't know. I still thought there was some good info to put out there and went with it anyway. But yeah, it definitely was a little too uptight for my liking. So anyway, the process. So for this, I only used 2 products for the engine bay. So I got Meguiar's D101 all-purpose cleaner and then Meguiar's hyper dressing. I forget the number for that stuff, but I'll link all this stuff in the description below. Also, I use this, I think it's like a synthetic boar's hair brush. I think it's by the Rag Company. Again, I'll link in the description, but whatever this is, it's great for, you know, doing some light detailing. Now, when it comes to using a pressure washer on an engine bay, I am by no means an expert on engine bay component safety, although I think it's safe to say that for most modern cars, you know, most of the sensitive equipment is pretty safely tucked away. If you have an older car, you probably want to be a little bit more cautious, but even with a somewhat newer car, I don't really ever get real close to anything with the power washer, pressure washer. Ever since doing that video, I now have a hard time saying power washer knowing that it's pressure washer. You know the difference between the two? It's the same thing, but a power washer uses hot water. Anyway, so the process is really simple. I'll spray the engine bay down with a pressure washer, spray it with a bunch of the D101 very liberally, and then spray some on the brush, brush everything down real well, spray off with water, and then hit it with the hyper dressing. And the cool thing about the hyper dressing is that once you spray it, you just drop the hood and then go do something else because this stuff will just sit for hours, kind of work its way onto everything, and then you just come back a little bit later and wipe off the residue with a microfiber towel. Now, both of these I dilute 4:1 ratio. The hyper dressing in particular, that's one that really you dilute to suit your taste. So I also use the same stuff on the tires and I use it at the same dilution ratio as the 4:1, just because I think it gives like a nice, it's like a nice sheen that it gives to everything. Like I don't like really super glossy like tires or engine bay components. I don't feel like those are things that should look wet. So it's better than a matte finish, but not glossy. All right, so let's go ahead and get Nardo all cleaned up. Now, it's also worth noting that this is the first thing that you should do if you're doing like a maintenance or a full decontamination wash, because any of the D101 that you spray on the engine bay, when you go to spray it off, it's gonna splatter up on the paint, and yeah, you definitely wanna do this first before the car cleaning. Forgot to mention that after you clean off everything and then spray it with the water, dry it with like a leaf blower or whatever you got and a microfiber towel to make sure the engine bay is reasonably dry. It doesn't have to be perfect, but dry before you put on the hyper dressing. By the way, this is a leaf blower that I use. It's cool and all, but it is a little underpowered. If I had to do it all over again, I'd step up to the better one. Also, really need to get a stubby nozzle. But yeah, if you're debating for a leaf blower for car detailing, get the better one. All right, well, that is it for the night. So the hyper dressing is on. I'm gonna let it sit overnight because it's getting a little bit late out. And then we'll come back tomorrow, wipe everything down, see how it came out. All right, next day, let's see how we did. Now that's what I'm talking about. Nice sheen on everything, not too glossy, except for them BMS charge pipes. Those are just naturally glossy and they look great, but carbon fiber has a nice look to it. Black doesn't look overly, like the little rubber bit here, that does look glossy, but that'll kind of mute down once I wipe down all the excess stuff. But yeah, that's an improvement. By the way, I don't know if it'll come out on video, but this is why I say do the engine first. So that is just the residue from the D101. It's not hurting anything. It's getting cleaned off today, but that would suck if you washed your car and then went and did the engine bay, because you'd be dealing with that stuff. All right, guys, so that is my engine bay detailing process. At least it's one way to do it, but a couple of chemicals, a little bit of time, make an already beautiful engine bay that much better. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. I'm gonna go finish up the rest of Nardo, get Yaz all cleaned up, get ready for impact, and I will see you guys in the next one. Damn it, that's not what I usually say. See you guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Trying to get a dead battery charged.